The most powerful mind isn't the one that shouts to be heard or battles to prove a point. It is the one that answers with stillness, that watches the storm without becoming the storm. A river does not argue with the stones in its path. It flows effortlessly, gracefully around them. In the same way, the awakened soul moves beyond insults, betrayals, and judgment, untouched, undisturbed. Zen teaches this truth, not in words, but in silence. The true master does not retaliate. The true warrior does not strike back. The wise do not waste energy defending their name. They let karma speak. They let truth unfold. As the old Buddhist saying goes, "Do not seek revenge, rotten fruit falls on its own." This is not weakness, this is power rooted in wisdom. The deeper you journey within, the clearer it becomes. Reaction breeds suffering. Stillness breaks the cycle. In this reflection, we walk into a story born not from a place but from a human heart. It is not a tale of names or locations, but of moments that live in many lives. A journey that leads to inner mastery through one decision. React to nothing. Let karma handle it. The stone and the splash. In the heart of a forest, a soul walked alone. The path was filled with leaves, the sun sliced through the trees, and the air whispered the teachings of stillness. A traveler journeyed this way each day, not for destination, but for understanding. One day, from the side of the path, someone shouted. The shout was sharp, a judgment thrown like a stone. It struck not the body, but the pride. Eyes turned, the forest echoed. The traveler paused, not a word, not a movement, only breath. The stone hit the surface of a silent pond, but no splash returned. No wave moved outward. The pond swallowed the noise. Peace remained. Those watching expected retaliation. Some waited for fire to rise, but the traveler smiled and walked ahead, leaving confusion behind. This was not ignorance, it was power, the power to absorb without damage. The mastery to let karma unfold its silent justice. To react is to dance in the fire someone else lights. To be still is to let their fire consume only their own energy. The ego demands reaction. The soul finds peace in stillness. When someone throws their darkness at you and you absorb nothing, the darkness returns to them. Karma needs no assistant. It observes every seed planted and ensures every fruit is tasted by its planter. When you choose silence over argument, peace over revenge, clarity over chaos, the universe aligns itself with your choice and karma does its quiet work. The whisper of wind and the breaking branch. Days passed. The traveler sat under a tree meditating. Birds flew overhead. Leaves moved gently. From a distance, steps approached. Someone angry, full of wounds not healed, the one who shouted before, returned. This time, words were sharper, meant to provoke. "You're a coward," they sneered. "You run from truth." The wind listened, the tree stood, the traveler opened the eyes slowly. "No one runs from truth, truth runs from noise," the traveler said softly. The words weren't defense, they were clarity. The other spat on the ground and walked away. A bird sang. A branch broke under the pressure of wind, but the tree did not fall. It adjusted. It remained. Not reacting doesn't mean acceptance of injustice. It means choosing the right battlefield, the internal one. The person who insults is not attacking you. They are exposing their suffering. Reacting to pain with pain only deepens pain. To respond with presence, without fire, is not to lose. It is to rise. Zen teaches, let the mud settle. The water will clear. When a person comes to provoke, they are covered in mud. If you fight, you jump into the same mud. If you wait, the mud settles, and you walk through without stain. The mirror and the flame. In a quiet space, the traveler taught through silence. Others began to follow, not out of awe, but out of curiosity. How could one live without reacting to injustice? Wasn't silence weakness? One day, a student asked, "How do you let go when the world tries to burn you?" The traveler lit a small flame. "This flame wants to burn the mirror," the traveler said. They held a polished mirror close to the flame. The flame flickered in the reflection, but the mirror remained untouched, and no matter how close the fire gets, the mirror reflects without being burned. Then they took a piece of cloth. It caught fire instantly. The mirror is the mind trained in Zen, the cloth is the ego untrained. The student understood, the ego burns, the soul reflects. Your mind, when untamed, clings to every emotion. It reacts, it burns. But a mind cultivated with meditation and silence becomes the mirror, reflecting all, damaged by none. When you master stillness, karma becomes your ally. You no longer waste your energy in defending, explaining, retaliating. You know the balance of the universe never sleeps. Zen says, sit quietly, doing nothing, and spring comes and the grass grows by itself. Karma is the spring. The grass is the justice. All you must do is sit without reacting. The cup and the poisonol. One afternoon, someone poured tea for the traveller. But the cup was already full from earlier guests, from earlier thoughts. The tea overflowed, it spilled. Why does the tea fall? The host asked. The traveller smiled. Because the cup did not let go. Later, a stranger came, bearing hatred. They poured words filled with poison. The traveller's heart remained empty, no judgment, no expectation, no desire to fight. The poison fell, but the cup remained empty. Nothing entered. The stranger felt confused. They wanted to provoke. They wanted reaction, but they got none. They left, their poison still in their own cup. When your heart is full of ego, every word touches a wound. Every insult feels personal. Every attack stirs your fire. But when your heart is empty of attachment, of pride, of craving, nothing enters, not praise, not blame. You walk untouched. This is the essence of Zen. The mind that empties itself becomes infinite, and karma flows like a river, washing everything in time. Let those who hate you carry their poison. Do not drink it. Let those who gossip continue their stories. Do not answer them. Let those who betray bury themselves in their actions. Do not lower yourself to teach them a lesson. Let karma speak in the language of time. The wind's reward. Seasons changed. The traveller grew older. The ones who had thrown stones, insults, betrayals, now faced their own storms. One lost peace, one lost health, one lived surrounded by lies and had no one left to believe them. The traveller watched, not with satisfaction, but with compassion. Karma wasn't punishment, it was reflection. A tree that offers only shade receives birds and blossoms. A tree that throws thorns receives silence. One of the past enemies returned, head low, spirit broken. I didn't understand, they said. You never fought back. The traveller only said, the wind carries all seeds. Each soul harvests what it plants. The one who once shouted sat in silence. That day, they drank tea together. No poison, just stillness. When you react, you delay karma. When you stay still, you align with its rhythm. Buddha never wasted words proving his worth. Enlightened masters never fought to protect their image. Because they knew image fades, truth remains. To react is to say, I do not trust karma. To stay silent is to say, I am certain truth needs no defender. Forgiveness is not about them. It is about freeing yourself from being tied to their darkness. Let karma speak. Let peace grow. Let silence be your shield. The unshakable soul. You walk through life, and the world will test you. People will try to pull you into their storms. Some will envy your peace. Others will misunderstand your silence. But remember this. The deepest power lies in not reacting. When provoked, breathe. When insulted, smile. When betrayed, let go. When lied to, walk away. The universe watches all. Karma is not blind, it is precise. Every seed will bloom in its own time. Zen is not about fighting darkness, it is about becoming light. Do not scream for justice. Be so still that injustice has no power. Do not beg for closure. Live in such peace that nothing unfinished touches your sleep. React to nothing. Let karma handle it. And you will walk through the world like the wind, touching everything, harmed by nothing. Let this be your way, the way of the mirror, the way of the empty cup, the way of the silent warrior, the way of karma. Let peace be your revenge. Let stillness be your triumph. Let life answer everything on your behalf. The silent lion and the barking dogs. A wise one once compared the awakened mind to a lion. When dogs bark at the lion, does the lion bark back? It does not. The lion walks on, not because it is afraid, but because it knows its power is not found in noise but in presence. This is the spirit of Zen, to recognize that truth never needs to shout. The one who knows who they are does not defend that knowing. The one who is calm within does not seek to disturb the calm of others. The lion does not explain itself to the dogs. The river does not pause to answer the thirst of every passerby who mocks its flow. When you stop reacting, you stop giving life to the illusions others project. Their drama dies in your silence. Their fire burns out because you do not feed it. Let karma watch while you wait. Karma is not always fast, but it is always fair. The problem is not karma, the problem is the mind that wants justice now. But Zen does not rush the bamboo to grow. It watches, it waters, and it trusts the unseen work taking place beneath the surface. You may not see the fruits of your silence today, but trust they are growing in the unseen field of karma. Every insult you ignored became a seed. Every attack you didn't return became water for that seed, and in time, the one who threw stones will walk barefoot upon them. Your role is not to seek revenge. Your role is to remain aligned. As the old teaching says, you will see their karma if you wait in peace, but you will live their karma if you react with fire. The prison of reaction. Every time you react, you give your inner power to the outer world. You let the actions of others choose your state of mind. This is not freedom. This is slavery to the emotions of others. Zen breaks this chain. When you choose not to react, you choose your peace over their poison. You step out of the prison they built for you with words and traps. You walk free. You realize their chaos has nothing to do with your inner world, that your emotions are your own responsibility. Even when they lie about you, even when they try to turn others against you, even when they betray you, especially then, do not react, because if you do, you become like them. Let them carry the weight of what they have done. You are not their judge. You are not their karma. You are only the observer, choosing not to sink into the mud. The practice of non-reaction is not passive. To many, not reacting looks like doing nothing, but in truth, it is the most active choice you can make, a powerful discipline. It takes great strength to stay silent when the ego screams. It takes great wisdom to walk away when the heart wants to explain. It takes deep awareness to see that everything meant for you will come, and everything meant to destroy you will eventually destroy itself. Non-reaction is the highest form of self-respect. It says, I am not your puppet. I am not your battlefield. I am my own peace. Let go or be dragged. When you carry the need to defend yourself, you drag the weight of someone else's darkness with you. But when you let go, you let the darkness return to its source. Forgiveness is not about allowing what happened. It is about refusing to let it live in your mind. So if they gossip, let them. If they betray, let them. If they abandon you, let them, not because it was right, but because your journey needs light, not burdens. And karma, it remembers, it does not sleep, it does not forget. Let karma do the remembering, you do the releasing. Inner silence is louder than outer words. They will try to understand your silence. Some will think you're afraid, others will think you're broken. Let them think. Silence is the loudest answer to those who never listened. You do not owe your reaction to those who never gave you their respect. When you speak, speak with wisdom. When you are silent, be deeply still. And when you walk away, walk without resentment, because your soul is not meant to live in reaction. It is meant to rise in reflection. Train the mind like water. The mind trained in Zen is like water. You can stir it, but it will return to stillness. You can dirty it, but it will cleanse itself with time. You do not need to stop others from throwing stones. You only need to make your mind like water, unbothered, unshaken, unbound. Every time you react, you show them they can control your mind. Every time you stay calm, you remind yourself you are free. That is the real victory. When karma becomes your voice, in time, all things reveal themselves. The truth hidden in lies, the masks worn by manipulators, the consequences of betrayal. All of it unfolds, but your peace must not depend on their downfall. Let your peace be rooted in trust. Trust that the universe sees all, that life is a mirror, that karma doesn't need your fire. It moves with invisible justice. And if you must speak, let your words be few and full of grace. Let your steps be light and full of certainty. Let your silence be louder than their anger. Let your peace be the thunder that follows their storm, the eternal mirror. In the end, you are not what others do to you. You are not their lies. You are not their judgments. You are not the storm they try to throw you into. You are the mirror. You are the still pond. You are the sky that remains blue behind the clouds. To react is to become the storm. To stay calm is to be the sky. Karma needs no sword. It needs no shout. It moves like time, inevitable, silent, perfect. So if they speak against you, stay silent. If they choose to walk away, let them. If they return, welcome them with forgiveness. But never part with your wisdom, for in your quiet strength you become untouchable. React to nothing. Let karma do the talking. What's meant for you will find you in stillness, in peace, in grace. This is the path. This is Zen. This is true freedom. Thank you for watching. If this message spoke to you, be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you won't miss future content. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you'd like to see next. Until next time, stay grounded, stay wise.